Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Bridges. Anthony is out there with Big Smooth. Then there's the waiter. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot. Drains the three-pointer. Towns has got the first 3 points tonight for the Knicks.
And how about that? Just an easy way to get on the board.
And just like that, Greg, the first lead belongs to them.
Plays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's the waiter. A 23-point game for him in the win against Portland. Got a piece of it. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Here's the chosen one. From 8 feet away, he drops it in. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter.
And the thing with Kelly Olynyk, he does some stuff that really helps you, and some also that will hurt. I mean, he's highly skilled. He's got the deep range, textbook positioning in terms of the post. A lot of tricky moves down there. Yet he has a hard time being effective against great athletes, which the NBA is filled with. So he's going to have to evolve as a basketball player if he wants to be effective.
Well, and back to Kelly Olynyk. As a coach, you have to identify the matchups where he can be effective because Clark is against explosive long-limb guys. They'll take advantage of it.
Yeah, they will, but in the right matchup, he's effective. He can help you. He makes 35% of his threes, has done that for the last 2 years, and I think he gives you some toughness and rebounds as well. I like him as a second-unit player.
Here's the chosen one. 11 points for him in that last game against Portland.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
And here are the Knicks now after the basket by Boston. Here's the waiter. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now. He's averaging about 19 points a game.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Here's the chosen one. Off the pick. That's tipped, but he gets it back. Brown outside. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
Boston trailing. Here's the chosen one. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Here's Dimes. Those three-pointers off the mark.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
That's good.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
The chosen one passes to Dimes. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Here's Brunson. And the shot falls short this time.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Dimes. He had 25 points in the win against Portland.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
Anthony's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And the basket by Olynyk.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
The waiter passes to Bridges. Passes it to Big Smooth. Shot clock at 5. Ring shot on the way. They get it again. He got right to the cup using that screen. 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Boston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Outside Brown. There's the pick. Olynyk sets a screen for Brown. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Celtics have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And, guys, that's a pretty good improvement over last season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Brown. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Knicks have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Allen against Bridges. Now the pass to the waiter. Off target from outside. The Celtics have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's the chosen one. And here is Brown. That's good.
Tell you what, fellas, he is fun to watch when he's working like that and getting to the hoop.
New York trailing. To the inside. Bridges misses.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Pass to the chosen one. Fires from 18. And it's Boston with another.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Knicks trail by 4. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Right wing. Big Smooth the pass to Anthony. Anthony drawing the double team. Just 4 to shoot. New York, no good that time either. Here's Boston now. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's the chosen one. He has 6, and he gets the bucket.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track. Boston sits right now, Kevin, in the current league rankings. 3rd in steals, 4th in scoring. And they're a top 10 shooting team from the foul line. Pretty good company for that team.
And you look at all those steals. I mean, they play an in-your-face aggressive style of defense. Even advancing the ball can prove to be a challenge, and they tend to feed off of that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. White, he's checked in for Allen. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for the chosen one. Here's Brunson. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
There's the pick. Thomas dishes to Olynyk. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
White against Bridges. Back to Smith. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And here's Boston. They're on a 15-6 run. Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence Clark his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. He's hot from the floor. He can take over games single-handedly.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, Derek Fisher had a few moments to share with me. He said they'll have to do a good job moving their feet on the defensive end or they'll get dunked on all night. He told me that they are very aware of the slashers and finishers they're facing and will try to turn them into jump shooters. Let's see how successful they are, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. They get it again. Dimes comes up empty down low.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Bridges against White. Passes it to the waiter. Clock at 6. Anthony can't hit. Boston leading by 7. Now here's Thomas. He had 16 points in the win against Portland. Here's Dimes, defended by Bridges. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Let's check out the NBA's top producers from three-point land. In the 3rd spot, J.R. Smith, and of course, Ray Allen.
Either of these two guys force defenders to come out well past that three-point line, and that really opens the floor up for their entire offense.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls, and the Celtics making a change here. Lee's checked in. Then for the Knicks, Shumpert comes in for Bridges, and it's Clarkson in for the waiter. He hits both from the stripe.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Exactly. I mean, that's what's helped them build this early lead.
Clarkson kicks to Towns. Lee with the block. Now here's Thomas. D right on him. Right side, Lee. Outside Thomas. Floats one up. Three-pointer. The shot's good. White's got his first 3 points of the game.
Their defense just hasn't been able to slow them down.
And that's a big reason why they're trailing, surrendering too many easy baskets. Yeah, none too pleased with the play of his team. And you know what? They just need to get things sorted out.
Yeah, you know, there's not a coach around who would be happy with the way his guys have kind of rolled over during this run.
And now we get a chance to check out Carmelo Anthony. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging about 22 points per, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And impressive numbers, no doubt. It's the kind of run we've come to expect from him.
Synergy. All elements working together. The game is coming easy to him right now.
Now Clarkson, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. To end the run, Lee with the block. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee. And so here is New York, down by 12. For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against the Trailblazers.
You're not always going to shoot it as well as they did from three-point range to win that game, but it certainly doesn't hurt. And in that game, boy, did they shoot it lights out from the end.
Lights out is a real good way to describe it. Just take a peek at the box score. I mean, their percentage from deep was off the charts.
Now here is Smith. David Lee missing his last shot. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Smith. That's 10 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Celtics leading by 8. Picked by Lee. Brown sets a screen for Thomas. Dimes. No good from outside. New York's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Clarkson passes to Shumpert. Smith dishes to Shumpert. Wide open look. And the Knicks good for 2. There's 1:17 left here in the first quarter. Thomas with the ball. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Dimes, covered by Anthony. Here's Dimes. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 8.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Here's Towns. He with the block. The feed to Brown. Shoots from 12. Nice jump shot. Good. And it's a 10-point Celtic lead.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Clarkson kicks to Anthony. And Anthony gets double teamed. Shot clock at 6. Shumpert, no good. Celtics leading by 10. And Thomas, here we go. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Celtics lead by 10. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. He talked about the challenge of making that decision.
The only hard part of that decision is leaving a place that you really loved for 13 years. I couldn't have left without knowing that it was a place that we were going to stay together and really commit to a process together. And I was sold on that, and I continue to be sold on it.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks locked in his stockpile.
Well, I don't know how he would address that question, but I do know he's feeling real good about his decision. I mean, taking the Celtics to the playoffs in just his second season, I mean, I think he's one of the bright coaching stars in the NBA today. It was the NBA's game and college basketball's loss when he moved on to the Celtics.
Well said. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blocker.
Shooting two.
And it does intimidate them.
Rozier's out there with White. Then there's Allen. Then it's David Lee. And it's Olynyk in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. The first free throw is good. That one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Celtics leading by 8. Here's Rozier. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland. Drops in the tray.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Bridges. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Kicks it to Towns. Takes the 3. Can't hit. Now the Celtics take it the other way.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Knicks trail by 14. Here's Bridges. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
That's his first personal foul.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Celtics.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And they've also gotten a big boost in the early going tonight with their productivity at the free throw line. Really a sign of aggression.
The chosen one, he's checked in for Boston. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
Here's Rozier, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's the chosen one. And again, Boston with the triple.
All these open threes they're giving us have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep. Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
Dominating on the glass, Greg. I mean, a huge advantage for them in that particular category.
Here's the chosen one. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
Here's Rozier. The Knicks making the shot. He feeds it to Allen from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. Bridges misses.
And guys, with Towns, he is so valuable in every aspect of the game. Really great at both ends of the floor. His defense is as strong as it gets for a first-year player.
Here's the waiter. He's got 6. Lets the 3 fly. That's good. The waiter's got 9.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Boston leading by 11.
And perhaps the biggest plus about Towns is his upside. I mean, he's shown that he can make big strides in his level of play. Already good at shooting from outside and can play either post spot, too.
Now, here's Olynyk. A 20-point game for him in the win against Portland.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. Derek Fisher was just going over the plan with his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Towns. Their offense is most effective, Coach said, when he is most involved. And they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. Now here's Towns. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Portland.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Big Smooth. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. He's putting up 13 points a game, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Sure, you know, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more.
Here's the chosen one. 14 points for him. To the middle. Here's Allen. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Allen's got 5.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
There's a screen. Here's Bridges. 8 points his last outing. Shot clock at 6. Right block shot. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0 of 4.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
The Celtics shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
The chosen one will be at the line shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Just absolute domination in this one. For the chosen one, 15 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
And he can't hit the second. Knicks trail by 14. The waiter passes to Gallinari. Here's Bridges. Shoots a fader. That's good. And so it's Boston with it. At one point, they led by 16. Olynyk, it's blocked. Here's the waiter. 9 points in the game so far. Gallinari in the corner. And again, New York with the triple.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Rozier. Here's the screen. Pass to Allen. The three. Offensive rebound. The layup missed.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
The waiter passes to Towns. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And something that's been whispered about around the NBA is expansion. We know there are some markets that want desperately to have an NBA team. The NBA might not be at 30 teams for the foreseeable future.
There are markets in the U.S. that want an NBA team. Seattle, which has been a great NBA friend, has been trying to get a team back since the Sonics left for Oklahoma City.
Clearly, Seattle's the lead name domestically. The NBA has also talked about adding a European division. A lot of different options for expansion. Don't think any will be acted on anytime soon.
Dimes is checked in for Lee. And Towns drops them both.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Here's Rozier. Allen outside. Here's Dimes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jacks up a three. And it's Rozier missing. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Bridges. Feeds to Gallinari. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now the pass to the chosen. It's tipped. But they'll get another chance. Here's Rozier. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Bridges. New York, no good that time either.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Here's Rozier. Gallinari covering. Goes up the baseline. That's good on the jump shot. 6 points for Kelly Olynyk.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kevin. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Dishes it to Towns. They set the pick. Here's Big Smooth. 9 points last game. Brunson. That one's good from the corner. The Waiters got 11 points.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Here's Rozier. No good with the layup.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Shot from 12. Bridges misses.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
The dish to Allen. Pass to Rozier. And it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Brown is checked in for Boston. White comes in for the chosen one. So New York going with almost an entire new group. Anthony's checked in for Towns. Smith comes in for Gallinari. Ramon Shumpert is checked in for Bridges. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for the Waiter. A drive by Shumpert. He dishes it to Anthony. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Yeah, Exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
Isaiah Thomas is checked in for Rozier. The Knicks have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And, guys, that's a pretty good improvement over last season.
Carmelo Anthony, the 3rd pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft, was in some pretty good company at the top of that one, as I recall.
I mean, you had LeBron going 1, and, of course, Darko Milicic was number 2 on that list. But how about D. Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise, Chris Bosh. And all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have rings.
And so here is New York following the bucket by the Celtics. Not enough on that one as it misses.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Outside Thomas. From 15 feet away. Brown wide open. He fires. Sinks the three-pointer. And now it's an 11-point Boston lead.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Anthony with the screen on Brown. Anthony against Brown. Shumpert gets a wide open look. New York, no good that time either. Boston leading by 11. Thomas passes to Dimes. Here's the screen. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Dimes got 14 points.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Now here's Clarkson. Anthony drawing the double team. Here's Big Smooth. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Big Smooth got his 2nd bucket tonight.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Passes it to Dimes. And Anthony sends it back. There's 1:17 left in the first half of the game. Here's Clarkson. It's good from long range. Clarkson's got it back down to within single digits for New York.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
It's stolen by Anthony. Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded by Thomas. And Anthony gets double teamed. Shot from 12. Here's Big Smooth.
Well, they're not really being as physical inside as they need to be here. I mean, that's my opinion. They need to create more second chance opportunities like they did in the first quarter.
The Knicks have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Lee's checked in for Boston. Both shots good from the stripe. 40 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside Thomas. The pass to Dimes. Here's White. And he's good on the 3-ball. White's got 6.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Knicks have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. They throw good. Clarkson. Both free throws good for Clarkson. Boston leading by 7. And here is Thomas. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. He kicks it to White. Three-pointer. No up. And so that's the end of the first half. Boston on top. They're up by 7. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
No, Carmelo, after this first half of play, what do you believe the team needs to focus on from here on out?
Well, just communication. They trust one another. When somebody get beat, the next guy got his back, and we're just trying to get up and down, get going somewhere, somehow. For the most part, we did pretty good. A couple of adjustments on the defensive end. Make some shots, and we'll be fine.
Melo, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. Boston had no problems getting going. They led by as many as 12 points, fueled by tough defense and great offense. After a solid quarter of play, they held a 10-point lead. Second quarter, not quite as good, but still managed to maintain control and enjoy a 7-point advantage at the break. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
Well, Ernie, Kenny, the offense was running really well. And their shooting percentage was outstanding, and it wasn't just luck. It's because the offense never allowed the opposing defenders to get comfortable.
And Kenny, your take on New York.
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire hose because this fire is out of control, and it certainly wasn't because of their defense.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
And on the floor for Derek Fisher as we get into the second half, we've got Big Smooth. Towns is out there with Anthony. Then it's Bridges. And it's the waiter in at the point guard position. Celtics leading by 4. On the wing, Brown. To shoot. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Brown's got 11 points.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Bridges passes to Towns. They set the pick. Battles through traffic and lays it in. 14 points for him.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Bridges against Allen. Here's the chosen one. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Here's the waiter. He's got 11. Here's Towns. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Towns has got 4 this quarter.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Allen against Bridges. Pass to to the chosen one. Shot from 16. And Olynyk kicks to Allen. The chosen one passes to Dimes. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's the waiter. To tie. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You know, for Carmelo last season, it was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from him. But with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't happen.
Bridges passes to Big Smooth. New York moving it around. And again, New York with the triple.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And getting back to Carmelo last year, that team really became devoid of talent. In some games, Greg, in games that he played, he seemed like their only scoring option.
You know, we talk about needing a big 3 to compete for a championship. And for over half the season last year, the Knicks basically had a big half. I mean, because Carmelo missed that half. And when the deck is stacked against you like that, sometimes it's better to fold your cards and live to play another day. And that's really what Carmelo did.
An opportunity here to bring up a list of players that have been carrying their teams offensively for the last 10 games. The highest scoring small forwards in the league. Carmelo Anthony, 4th. And, of course, Dimes.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Well, we know the small forward spot is where the bulk of the scoring load rests on most teams. I mean, those players on that list always come through in the scoring department. These guys pack a lot of firepower.
The 15-footer, and he drops that one in. That's now 8 points for Kelly Olynyk. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug-of-war. Back and forth we go.
And, guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Look at the chosen one. He's been playing really well.
He's on fire. And they needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hands.
Looking now at some numbers for Bottom. He's been a factor for them over the last month. First in scoring, first in rebounding. And with his incredible court vision, he's first in the league in assists per game.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Trailblazers. There's the pick from past the arc. It's hauled in by Brown.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's the chosen one. He's got 15. Clock is at 3. Goes up on the wing. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's the waiter. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 6 rebounds in the game. There's the feed to Brown. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And check out the bounce.
Bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Big Smooth. The Celtics have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
At the line, 1 shot.
Knicks trail by 6. Here's Bridges. Here's the screen. Inside, Brunson. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass to Dimes. Teardrop shot. That's good. Dimes got 16.
I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Anthony kicks to Gallinari. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
Here's the chosen one. He's got 15. The screen from Brown. Here's Dimes. Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Yeah, a bit over eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
And the Celtics making a change here. Rozier's checked in. Here's Bridges. They set the pick. Towns, the pass to the waiter. Trying to find Gallinari and gets it to him. Good on the shot. Now just a 2-point Celtic lead.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Here's Rozier. He's got 5. There's the bucket. Good.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Towns. 16 points for him. As we get a break in the action, now let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Boston. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And, of course, New York. They're 5 spots away.
And you know, for the Celtics, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
I was one of those who was thinking that thought, that they would take a big leap. It's still not too late. No better place to get right and tight than at the postseason.
Clock at 4. Rozier the pass to Allen. From deep 3-point range. Gallinari with the rebound. Knicks trail by 5. Here's the waiter. 13 points in the game. Kicks to Towns. There's the pass to the waiter. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often. So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Boston making some changes. Lee's checked in for Olynyk, and it's White in for Brown. J.R. Smith's checked in for New York. And Allen drops them both. Knicks trail by 7. Here's Bridges. Smith outside. They set the screen. Here's Brunson. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Here's Rozier. He's got 8. Allen dishes to White. Here's Rozier. Boston, no good that time either. Knicks have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Down low. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Boston making some changes. Olynyk comes in for Lee. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Rozier. And a switcher also for New York. Clarkson, he's checked in for Bridges. The Celtics with the lead. Now, here's Thomas. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Right screen. Allen is on the wing. He's covered by Clarkson. Shot clock at 5. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And Isaiah Thomas traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston. Seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved him.
There's a screen. Off the screen. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one pops. Thomas got his first bucket in this one. Like you were talking about Isaiah Thomas. He had no love lost for the Suns in their first meeting. He took them apart, Clark, on the floor. Remember that game? Stared them down as he was hitting shots. Looked at that bench. Man, he had a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and you know, most guys that are a little undersized and have battled doubters all their careers bring that kind of edge anyway. You throw in the fact that he was disappointed how the trade unfolded. He was amped up and ready for that return visit.
And it's White missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Boston's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Now Thomas. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one is on Towns.
And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And, of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling that defensive backboard.
And the first one drops. And you're talking about Isaiah Thomas before. Certainly his short stature limits him on Clark, the defensive side.
Yeah, but you know what? He doesn't rack up a ton of steals, given his instincts and quickness. I think he really focuses on making his impact at the offensive end.
Iman Shumpert is checked in for New York. Both free throws good from Isaiah Thomas.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Smith outside. On the wing, Shumpert. He feeds it to Towns. Rebound, Boston. At one point, they led by 16. Their next game is at Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Clarkson kicks to Shumpert. Smith in the post. White covering. Smith the pass to Towns. And he gets it to go. Towns has got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, he's got such great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Outside Thomas. White is screen. Allen dishes to White. An easy layup after coming off the pick. White's got 8 points.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
And Shumpert kicks to Towns. There's a good screen. Outside Anthony. To the middle. Screen by Smith. He used that pick to get in close. And that's 20 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Now here's Thomas. Nobody near Allen. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. And that's now 10 points for Ray Allen.
Really nice dime drop from Nick. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Clarkson, and he gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Thomas following the score by New York. To the inside. Got a piece of it. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Clarkson with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Anthony. For the tie. A shot by Clarkson, no good. Thomas. Shot is off. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Celtics lead by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Celtics leading by 3. Dimes is out there with Brown. Then it's the chosen one. Then it's Olynyk. And it's White in at the 2. That's the Boston 5. Fires the 3. They grab their own miss. And it's Brown missing.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Now, here's Clarkson. Out to the right wing. 4 on the clock. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 3rd rebound on the night. It's tipped. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them. Here's Clarkson. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Feeds to Towns. Wide open. Rebounded by the Celtics. Dimes got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Brown. Can't get it to go. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Here's Bridges. Sinks the triple.
The defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
For Boston, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. They set the pick. Here's the chosen one, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Clarkson. This is to Towns. And again, New York with the triple.
Excellent screen that time by Shumpert.
The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's the chosen one. He's covered by Clarkson. Pass to Dimes. Fires for 3. Can't get it to go. So New York will take it the other way. That's a foul called on the Prophet. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Alinari comes in for Shumpert. The waiter subbed in for Clarkson. Here's the waiter to take the lead. And a pick bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. The Waiters got 9 points now in just the second half. Here's the chosen one. This is it to Dimes. Unloads. In. There's 7th bake in 13 tries. And to Clark, we've seen some great competition in this one.
I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, looking at the lead changes really kind of tells the story of this game.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
And the Knicks with possession here. Following the bucket by the Celtics. Bridges misses. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's the chosen one. Makes it off the glass. And now a 3-point Boston lead.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
The dish to Towns. And Boston with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Here's White. Can't connect from short range.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
The pass to Bridges. Down low, Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Here's Dimes. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
Here's Big Smooth. Pass to the Waiter. 5 to shoot. Bullseye. The Waiters got 22 points. The Celtics have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Right a screen. Passes it to Dimes. Off the screen. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Bridges, and the Knicks good for 2.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's the chosen one. The screen from Brown. Out to White. They set the screen. Inside. Dimes. The pass to Olynyk. The feed now to Brown. The Celtics working the ball around now. Kicks to White. Bridges against Brown. A second chance effort. Got a hand on it. And they get it back. And the basket by Olynyk. Here's Bridges. To the wing right side. The Waiter passes to Bridges. Here's Gallinari. Lays it up and banks it in. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
The Knicks making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. Here's White to the inside. And he finishes nicely on the way. 21 points for the chosen one.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Pass to Anthony. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
So far in the game for Anthony, 9 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
That free throw good from Anthony. Good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Here's Dimes, defended by Bridges. Feeds it to Olynyk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the chosen one. No good with the triple.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
And the foul on Big Smooth. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
You know, with all the shots they've knocked down here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark.
Yeah, and any team will take that excellent in terms of their efficiency.
Ray Allen is checked in for Boston. And a switcher also for New York. Smith is checked in. Here's the chosen one. And the pass to Dimes. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the 4th, that would have been a big bucket for them.
Now here is Smith. Here's Big Smooth. No good on the triple. Boston's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Here's Brown, plenty of space. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
That coverage is just too weak. I mean, heading down the stretch, that sort of defensive lapse can cost you a game.
Anthony. Off on the layup.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
Well, he practically has gotten every one that's available. A 20-plus rebounding game is not something we get to see very often, Greg.
And it's Smith penetrating. Pass to Big Smooth. To the middle. And that one's good, Anthony.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Boston trailing. Here's the chosen one. Hangs it from downtown. The chosen one's got 24 points.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
That's good. 27 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Now, here is Smith. The waiter passes to Smith. Here's Towns. It's stolen by Allen. Here's the chosen one, covered by Smith. Drilled from 11 feet out. 26 points for the chosen one.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Smith dishes to Towns, and Brown over to help. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Boston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, Brad Stevens had some advice for the team over that last break. As this game enters winning time, and it really could go either way, he wanted the chance to check in, make sure they're all on the same page, and sticking to the game plan to close it out. Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Allen. The screen from Brown. Passes to the chosen. Outside Brown. And he gets it to go.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek Fisher had some words for his team over that last break. He said their plan was run their offense through Towns. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Here's Big Smooth, just 5 to shoot. He's off the pick and hammers it home.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in the game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. Really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Times, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. .133 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's the chosen one. Got it. Good shot in the low post. The chosen one's got 13 points here in the second half alone. To the lake. Rebound by the Celtics. Allen's got his fifth rebound in this one. Pass to Downs. They set the pick. Here's the chosen one. Covered by Anthony. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
Got sloppy in a close game. You have to take advantage of every opportunity.
Knicks trail by 3. Passes it to the lake. Baseline J on the way. It's hauled in by Brown. Boston's got just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. The pass to Downs. This one for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single 3-pointer in that first half.
Inside. It's deflected, and that's an intentional foul. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Brown against Anthony. Pass to the chosen one. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 31 points for the chosen one.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this one.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. That's good.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Rozier. So it's the Boston Celtics with the W. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds clock.
You know what?